Gentlemen, Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We got a warrior deck here with, two fiery war axes, and then two mana creatures out the anus. As I said in the last video, you don't really win games with two mana creatures. If you're going aggro, you need one mana creatures, and if you want to win anything else, you need 3, 4, 5 mana creatures to carry the weight for you. So this deck's curve is not ideal. We crushed a newbie shaman in the second game, and in the first game we got ruffle stomped by a mage, although it was close. If I had if my Darkscale healer had been, left alive, which granted is small odds against a mage who had like 5 cards at the time, but if the Darkscale healer hadn't been killed, and I could have killed his water elemental, and I could have drawn like Gorehowl and Heroic Strike, I would have won that game. So hey, Bick the Druid, it's not a mage, I'll take it, although Druids are scary in their own right, simply because I'm not the greatest at killing big creatures here. I've got a Gorehowl, which will not kill an Ironbark Protector. Not that I really want to be hitting it with weapons anyway. And then I have like an Execute, and that's a wrap. So here we go. We've got 2 drops aplenty. It's probably like too many here. I just want one of these damn things. I don't want any more. All right, here comes the coin and Wild Growth. Okay, fair move. I totally respect that move. So here's the problem. If I attack with this guy, then my opponent can hero ability and just kill it. Sun Fury Protector, I'd actually preferred if she had taunt. Giving this thing taunt doesn't really solve my issues. What I could do is attack and play Crazed Alchemist to make this a 1/2, which, oh god, I mean, then it would just die to like anything in the universe is the problem. I could then give it Enrage later and make it a 3/1 and kill something, but it's a 2-for-1. I'm spending, 2 cards to kill one thing, then, it's tricky. It's tricky. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I'm gonna play this. So it's a bit of a tech play. If my opponent has a 3-drop he wants to play, well, tough luck, but you're gonna have to either play your 3-drop or you're gonna have to shapeshift and kill my Worgen. He chooses to shapeshift. Or possibly he's laughing in his chair because he didn't have a choice. That was all he could do. And I said when we started out that Crazed Alchemist always finds a use. Well, not here. There's no use for Crazed Alchemist here. Do I want to change this to a 3/2? I mean, it has pluses and minuses. As a 3/2, this can trade with more creatures. It'll die to Starfall, though. As a 2/3, or a 3/2, it dies to Wrath both ways. As a 3/2, you can Wrath plus hero ability and get a card out of it. Whatever, man. I mean, I guess I'll just play this. No. Well, do I want to play this? Then I'm just like super vulnerable to a swipe. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna go balls to the walls Dickens here. Let's just swing for 5. I think it's just how I have to play it here. Maybe I should have even put like an Inner Rage on this bitch. Sorry, I don't mean that she's a bitch. I just said the word bitch just to say it. Anyway, this game's really not off to a great start. Is that a swipe? It's a swipe. Okay. So he spent 1 spell to kill. So basically, he killed a card for free. He spent 1 card to kill 2 cards. He's about to kill another card. Oh, Ragnaros. That's awesome. Woo! Just gonna play that, because why not? Why not just play that? And then we play nothing for the next 3 turns and drop a rag. Hope to win. GG? No, I don't think it's gonna work like that. He spent a Wild Growth and a coin. So it's like he spent a card for that to get this mana advantage. But then he got a card killing a creature for free, then he got another card with swipe. So, yeah, it's 6 cards to soon to be 5, but if he heroes up this turn, it's a lose-lose for me. I mean, if he plays a creature, any creature is going to be better than this. You don't win the game with 2 drops. Wow, that's something actually I'm kind of surprised to see. He's got a Dire Wolf Alpha there. Interesting, interesting choice. I might have wanted to use this to kill something here. I don't know why he let me get away with murder there. Well, here's the problem. This 1/1 is actually quite good in this particular situation because it can kill either of my creatures, but I am going to use Inner Rage. I don't see any reason not to. So we'll Inner Rage that. We'll kill that. Armor up. This is the saddest turn in the history of ever. I have to pass the turn, actually, because there's nothing to do with the Gorehowl and Ragnaros. What a hilarious game. Well, I would say that, again, I'm not going to complain about my deck failing me or anything like that. It's just, I mean, this deck's just not finely tuned at all. Okay, so I got him down to 16th health. He does gain a health each turn if he wishes, which makes it hard to burn him out. He's got a tiger there. Alright, well. Can I please get something to do here? Ascension. Oh my god, that's like the worst card imaginable right now. It just dies for absolutely nothing. Now, I'll be the first to say you don't want to just, like, you know, not play creatures, you know, just cuz. But when it just dies for absolutely nothing, you really shouldn't play it. I mean, it's just, all it does is saves me 5 health, I guess, which is pretty much it. So next turn, we're going to play Gorehowl and kill the tiger. Oh, ooh, okay. So he chose to give it the plus attack, which is an interesting choice. He's gonna try to burn me out. Wow, okay. Well, I would actually consider Gorehowl and attacking into this, but I got down to 13. It's a bit, I mean, that's the point where druids could conceivably start to burn you out, but then again, I am a warrior. What's my alternative? Slam this? Make it, that would make it die to a shield master, technically, but if he has like a buff, I just get screwed. You know what? Screw it. Screw you, I'm thinking about stuff. I'm thinking about Gorehowling into a 9-5. Alright, well, we had a life advantage there. It has plummeted to nothing. He's got 20 health thanks to that bite. I got 6 damage here. I need to deal 14 damage to him. I got Ragnaros this turn.
I must safeguard.
He is... Whoa, he's getting all the way aggressive here. I think I'm going to play Ragnaros. I mean, what else am I doing with my life, right? Oh man, he is getting kind of aggressive. I'm not a big fan of this. If I Gorehowl into this thing and play Ragnaros, he'll be at 8 health, 6. He could very easily kill me. Oh, Fiery War Axe is a dead card. Thanks, game! Oh, you won. Okay, I could maybe make a little bit of a more conservative play. I could slam this thing, Gorehowl this, go down to 8, play this engine, and then heal back up to 10. A swipe plus a Starfall. Well, it won't kill me, actually, will it? That's only 9 damage. Won't quite kill me. But that might be a bit of a safer play. Or I could just say YOLO, motherfucker, and then play the Ragnaros. The problem is, if Ragnaros whiffs on his creatures, he can hit me down to 6. That's a little bit too close for comfort. But you gotta play to your outs, so am I more likely to win doing that than I am just playing Ascension? I think the Ascension could be good. If he's holding Burn, Ascension will either draw the... Well, Ascension will just draw the Burn then. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We'll do this. And I could... Oh yeah, I'm going to armor up, of course. But first, let's kill this thing. Armor up. So, 10 health. I'm mostly safe from burn. I mean, there's wacky combinations of card here, like Starfire. No, he doesn't have enough mana for Starfire and Swipe, and then Moonfire. He's 1 mana short of doing that. But somehow, I guess Gorehowl, I did get some card advantage there. Starfall. Well, that couldn't hit me anyway. Bite. Oh, he's trying to bite me to death. Okay. I don't have enough mana to Ragnaros and hero up, which is a tricky situation, because conceivably I could actually die. But he's got 1 card here. What is that, like a... If it's a Starfire, he's got the win if I don't armor up. He's been biting me and stuff pretty aggressively. How likely do I think he's holding on to a Starfire? I don't think I don't think I can afford not to do this. If it's a Starfire, he wins. But I think my odds of winning are just too low because this is a dead card. My odds are just too low if I play Frothing Berserker here. So yeah, lots of stuff will win it for him. Claw plus like a Argent Commander. Okay, that was not a Starfire. I don't know what this card is, but it seems not to be a very good one. Okay. Well, here's a tricky situation. So the weakness of Ragnaros is, of course, is you don't know what it's going to hit. So if it hits my opponent, then this bear will get me down to, well, see, assuming I armor up, the bear gets me down to 4, which 4 is a very important amount. I mean, that'll die to a swipe. So hitting the bear guarantees that a swipe kills me. There's a card he's holding on to, because this bear was top decked. I think that card is Swipe, and if it is Swipe, I have to go for the coin flip. So yeah, I'm not gonna Gorehowl it. I'm just gonna do this and armor, and I need to win this coin flip. I need to have Ragnaros take out that bear for me. I lose the coin flip. Well, We'll see now if that is indeed a swipe, because he's going to win if it's a swipe. If it's a swipe, it doesn't matter what I did. If it's not a swipe, I actually am going to regret this heavily, because, oh my god, that oozes pretty good. Doomsayer. Okay, it was not a swipe. I screwed up. I chose the wrong out. I didn't kill this bear. This bear should be dead right now. I don't believe there's any way for me to kill that Doomsayer, because my creatures are a very unimpressive, not enough damage. You know what? He's got no cards. He's in top deck mode. Can I kill this bear? Let's see. I armor up first, because if I hit the bear right now, I die. Armor up, hit this bear. These guys grow 6. Oh my god, I can deal 6 damage. I needed to kill that bear last turn. Fuck. Well, I have to win a coin flip then, don't I, here? I have to win the coin flip. Okay, so I armor up, Fiery War Axe, Dread Corsair, go down there. Oh, wait! No, I can't. I can only hit that thing for 5 damage. So, I guess we'll do this. I'll hit him. Oh, I'm dumb. I win now if Ragnaros misses. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that was one of the weirdest games I think I've ever posted on this channel. I confess to a little bit of miscommentary there. I could I have killed him with my ghoul and my thing? I don't think I could have. But anyway, he razzle bedazzled me. I was so focused on that Doomsayer that I forgot that Ragnaros just had lethal damage. I was really like, oh, if I don't hit the Doomsayer, then I lose because my creatures all died. But Doomsayer, bad card is the moral of the story. That's an epic, so my opponent must have had a trash epic pick and chosen the Doomsayer, and perhaps he chose poorly, or perhaps it was like Doomsayer, Mud Crab, Murloc, yeah, and then he just picked the Doomsayer, which is very reasonable. So yeah, we lucked out a little bit there. Cheeseburger, nice name. Okay. Well, the problem is I got a Dread Corsair, but no Fiery War Axe. So we'll do this. See what happens. I mean, if I get a 2-drop, I would much rather coin a 2-drop out. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I have nothing but 2-drops in this deck, so now they're all going to be filing in the mid to late game. Please give me a 2-drop. Ah, fuck. I can't just do nothing. I'm going to play this guy. Waste the Battle Cry. If I had a 2-drop, I would have coined it out, put it on the board, and then use this guy on the 2-drop for the Battle Cry, but since he doesn't have it... Okay. So here I could consider coining out the Frothing Berserker, but because this thing survives against my Abusive Sergeant, and because I don't want to use Abusive Sergeant and Whirlwind just to kill this thing, we'll use Heroic Strike. I mean, that's what it's there for. Kill this thing pretty good. And swing for 2. So I got both of my Premier 3-drops here. Hopefully my opponent slows down a little bit. Maybe misses a turn. Maybe just makes a totem. Maybe makes a totem. Come on, make a totem, buddy. Make a totem. Make a totem. No! Don't do things that aren't making a totem. There you go. Good man. Good man. Make a totem. Ah.
The light protects me.
No! This is terrible. Ah, God. That thing just gets to kill my guy. I got nothing here. I mean, Whirlwind doesn't really work. Alright, well, we'll do this, and I have to choose which one of these to play. I think the Frothing Berserker, because it's got the extra health. So, without a... Yeah, without a spell damage, this thing, Lightning Bolt won't kill this, and if he uses the Argent Squire plus Lightning Bolt to kill this, then I have to drop the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and trade my 1-drop for his 1-drop, which is also fine by me. Definitely not the ideal start here. Here's a 2-drop here that's just going to sit here uselessly. Unless, of course, my opponent plays a Stormforged Axe. Uh-oh. Man, every single time this happens, my opponent wins the coin flip. Ah, he's choosing not to go for the 1 in 3 odds of killing my creature. I mean, he should have gone for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't go for it. He should have made a totem. Seeing if a Knife Juggler could kill that for free, then you could save your Divine Shield. He's actually not making a totem. Well, I mean, there's some merit to that decision, simply because... by not making a totem, he doesn't give me something to hit and grow my Frothing Berserker, but he's got the damage to kill this. I sadly don't have Cleave here. Whirlwind doesn't really work because it'll damage my Berserker and then this Knife Juggler will live just barely and be able to kill the Berserker next turn. I just don't see what the point would be of using Whirlwind. I guess I could hit for 3 extra damage then. No, that seems dumb. What I'm going to do is just keep it simple, keep it safe. We'll do Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And I'll just kill this thing. And sure, I'll play Leopard Gnome. So, yeah, my opponent can kill the Leopard Gnome, of course, but he doesn't really want to do that with this Argent Squire. He wants to kill my Frothing Berserker with that, presumably. And then that means the Leopard Gnome should be able to live. But, I mean, there's lots of cards that would ruin my day. Earth Shock, Frostbolt, Frost Shock, Lightning Storm. Okay, my opponent's going to do it simple. Fair enough. Flesh-Eating Ghoul's getting pretty big, though. It's 5/3. That's, you know, not to be taken lightly for a 3-mana creature. Ah, haha, I see what you did there, sir. 5/3 is not quite good enough, is it? This will get this down to 4, Leopard Gnome down to 2, Whirlwind. It just doesn't quite do enough. This doesn't quite do enough, Whirlwind doesn't quite do enough. Oh, man. I could 2 for 1, of course, and do it, or I could ignore it. Remember, you always do have that option. So, see, I could swing for 7 down to 21. Doesn't feel like that's quite good enough. Could play a Darkscale Healer. Then he could kill the Darkscale Healer. And then I could play the Wrathy Weaponsmith and axe this thing to death. Basically, I can't kill this without using my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Alright, I'm not sure if this is the right play, but we'll try it. Play the Darkscale Healer and swing for 7. I mean, he's really at 19 because barring Earth Shock, this will die at some point and deal 2 damage. It's going to kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul, which is totally fair. So this is more of a value mercenary than anything else. It's got the taunts. He's even going to throw down a Dust Devil. Well, Whirlwind's looking awfully good here. That's a fact. Man, I mean, this Leopard Gnome sadly is going to die. I can't buff it, so it's going to die to my Whirlwind. But that Taunt Totem isn't, so we'll first kill the Totem. Then we'll play Whirlwind. It's a pretty good Whirlwind, actually.
Well played.
Why, thank you. And although this wastes the heal, I'm going to do this, because it's a Chillwind Yeti, man. And like I said before, 2-mana creatures don't win games. 4- and 5-mana creatures win games. This is hard for a shaman to deal with. It's Hex or Bust, really. And this is 8 damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage. 8, 10, 12, if you count the axe here. He's getting low.
For the king!
For the king isn't good enough, I'm afraid, sir. I'm afraid it's just not good enough. Alright, I don't feel like I want to let this live, though, so we'll just play the Weaponsmith, and yeah, we'll spend an axe tick to kill that. Swing, swing. I'll run into a Lightning Storm, sure. Armor up. I could have played this Ooze. I'd like to keep the Ooze around in case of, well, I don't know, I probably should have just played the Ooze, to be honest. He's so low on health, weapons don't do him any good. And Lightning Storm is not going to kill this thing, no matter how much spell damage you add to it. Well, that's not exactly true. I mean, you could add spell damage totem and a spell damage creature, and a Lightning Storm would have a 50-50 chance to kill this. But, I mean, realistically speaking, this will survive. So this was a game where I won just, why did I win this game? I think it's just because I played 2 Chillwind Yetis. That's pretty much all that happened. Oh, Lightning Storm is now very good for him. He's dead, unless he's got a good 1-mana card. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so I just played 2 Chillwind Yetis is really what happened there. And won the game. Now there was there a time where you could have done things differently? I don't think so. No, there was a key turn. Often in the games, in the early game, there will be like a kind of key turn where if your opponent has a card or doesn't have a card, it affects things. He had the Argent Squire with a Divine Shield. I had a Flesh-Eating Ghoul, a Leopard Gnome, and a 5/1 Frothing Berserker. What he needed in that moment was a way to kill the Frothing Berserker without using the Argent Squire's Divine Shield. That was what he needed. The other key moment was when he played a Dust Devil and had the 7/1 Vengeful Mercenary. And I had the Whirlwind. I only have 1 Whirlwind in the deck. It was the perfect card to have there, even though it killed my own Leopard Gnome, and I had it. And that was the other key moment. Up against another Mage. So actually, although I ragged on this deck in the beginning, the only deck that really beat me was the Mage. Fiery Warrax is an obvious keeper, and I'm actually going to keep the Dread Corsair. You have to be a little bit careful here. You might say, oh, it's a 4-drop, but it's a Fiery Warrax. This is only a 2-mana card. So this is a turn 3 play. It's not my favorite turn 3 play, perhaps, but, well, you gotta keep it here because otherwise you might not get anything better. Alright, we got 2 Fiery War Axes, which is actually better than you might think, because if my opponent does have the ooze, it's nice to have another one on tap, as it were. Mirror Image. That sucks. Great slobbering piles of donkey dongs. Okay, Fiery War Axe needs to wait. We're gonna have to play this first. I don't want to use Fiery War Axe to kill these things. I want to use a, repeatable creature. She still has the coin, because this was just a 1-mana drop. Does she have a Frostbolt for this? Please don't have a Frostbolt. For once in my goddamn life, please don't have a Frostbolt. Hey, she doesn't have a Frostbolt. Now, the awkward thing, unfortunately, is that this thing cannot be Fiery War Axed because there's this mirror image in the way. The Worgen will just die to the Raptor. So yeah, I'm going to just use a Fiery War Axe here. And, oh, this only costs, oh my god, wow, guys, I'm sorry. Brain fart here. I, for some reason, thought these would cost 2 with the Fiery War Axe. They actually just cost 1. I will play one, sure. And I'll use the Fiery War Axe to kill that. So, even if I didn't have a Fiery War Axe behind it, I would have still done that just to use the axe and get at his creatures, or her creatures. But, especially because I have another one behind it, I might as well just use it. Okay, well, this is actually about as good of a start as you can hope for against a mage. I paid 1 mana for this, so my 1 mana card trades for a 2 mana card. I got a 2/3 creature on the board, and I have an axe in my hand. 6/7 cards to 6, soon to be 7. You know, we're even. She still has the coin. That's sort of the big thing. Right now, she could play like a Chillwind Yeti, which would sort of ruin my life. I'd have to throw in a creature and my last weapon tick to kill it if she coins out something like a Senjin or a Yeti, but it's fine. We're definitely doing fine. I mean, next turn I can play the Worgen and this. It's a very fast start when you've got multiple pirates. You can put way more power on the board than you should have any right to.
Mind if I roll knee?
I'm happy to see this. I'm really happy to see this. Now, it's very important to do this right. First, you play your pirate. And I think it's also really important to use your axe on that loot hoarder. It's tempting to use your creature, but it's a damage on the face. Well, how does that proverb go? I can't even remember my own proverbs. Damage on your face is less valuable than damage on your creatures. I should find a better way to phrase that. Your creature's health is more valuable than your own. Basically, I don't want to damage this thing, is what I'm trying to say. Especially against a mage who can just then have pinged it off.
Your magic shall not
You know, I'm really happy to see that, because first of all, it dies to Fiery War Axe, and second of all, like, it's much better than, like, a Cone of Cold or something. Cone of Cold would have been scary, I guess, because it would have enraged the Worgen, so if she didn't finish it off, she would have been in trouble, but this is really great. This is actually fantastic. That's about as good as life gets. Oh, shit, this is great. Alright, we're gonna play that. And, yeah, we'll swing for, 8 damage. It's kind of nuts. This is a great start against the mage. Notice how I'm not saying like I'm ahead. I'm not ahead. No, I'm not ahead. I'm still just hoping the mage doesn't have good cards. That's all you ever do against the mage is just hope they don't have cards. I'm hoping, my current hope of the moment is no Blizzard. Because Blizzard would pretty much catch her right back up. It would get everything down to 1 health, and then an Arcane Explosion would kill everything. So, I'm just hoping. I'm not winning. I am just hoping, but this is about as good as you can hope for against a mage. Oh, that's awesome. That is really awesome. Oh my god, that is amazing. Don't Whirlwind here. That would be silly. Swing for lots of damage. And, yeah, I'm going to just swing with my Fiery War Axe, I think. Because Gorehowl represents the lethal blow next turn. Plus, I mean, my creatures also do. So in case of Blizzard, which she would have played last turn if she had it, so she would have had to top deck it. But in case of a Coin Flame Strike, or, oh, here we go, here's Coin Flame Strike. Yep. Okay, look at that. See? That's what I'm talking about. Well, luckily I win the game thanks to Gyroblast. I'd like to think I coined that term. Gyroblast. Okay. Do not hit the Gurubashi Berserker here. That's tempting. But notice that skull. Alright, my opponent thinks I had an aggro deck, and I guess she's kind of right. My deck has a lot of 2-drops. It's like a bad aggro deck. It's not how you'd properly do aggro. But anyway, I beat a mage, and I beat her pretty soundly, but fun fact, if she had had a Blizzard, she would have very likely won the game. Well, she had Blizzard. Yeah, she would have won the game because she had a Flame Strike the following turn. So if she had a Blizzard, everything would have frozen, and then she would have Flame Striked and killed everything, and then life would have continued. Gorehowl only has 1 durability. I could not have used it to hit her, unless, of course, it was the killing blow. So, yeah, she would have been totally fine. All right, that was like I think the first break I've caught against a mage in a long time. Not having a blizzard. I mean, blizzard is a rare. Universe, that was not a signal to send me more mages. Okay. Well, I'm second, which is good. That reduces the potential of, like, you know, baloney nuts stuff. I'm sending this back, and the reason I'm sending it back is because I'm planning to coin this out so I can heroic strike behind it. So I don't want to, like, wait on turn 4 here. We're going to try to get a 3-drop or more 2-drops. Jeez, this is a good example of what I was talking about before. Warrior spells are nifty, but right here, this is just an awful, awful card. Against most other classes, I'd play an Abusive Sergeant on turn 1, and I'd get to keep my coin. Instead, I have to lose the coin and play this thing, because this guy would just die to the hero ability. Okay, this start is not as good as my last one, sadly. But what's nice is that if she does play like a 3-toughness creature, I can pump it up and then kill this and use it the Sun Fury Protector. Okay, here I think I'll just use Inner Rage. I go down a card for doing this, it should be noted. But I want to keep Slam in my hand. Yeah, I mean, I could play this just to have it die to the hero ability, I suppose. Oh man, I should have kept that Senjin. Maybe then it would have been worth it. Nah, I'm just going to armor up and we'll swing. So this is not looking good. If she plays a good creature, I'll probably just heroic strike it to death. This will kill just about anything she could play. And keep on swinging with this 2-3. Let's go in the distance. Yep, that's getting heroically struck, that's for sure. Ah, Fiery War Axe. Okay, it's actually even better. Eat this, Fairy Dragon. This would probably be better if it were a 3-2 instead of a 2-3. I could have considered doing her Abusive Sergeant actually last turn because this turn she wants to play good cards. She doesn't really want to spend her time hero ability killing my creatures. Ah, Frostbolt. Nope, she didn't have anything to do anyway. Ha, well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't play this. Oh, I'd love a Senjin right now. Leper Gnome. Okay. Well, here we're going to have to play the famous 2 1-mana creatures at once so your mage opponent can't kill them both at the same time ploy. God. You know, if this weren't a mage, I'd be doing fine. I would just be playing, attacking with them. It'd just be like a nice aggro deck. But no. Have to be up against a mage. Who did I take these guys over? I could have probably drafted better cards. Can't recall. Cone of Cold. Interesting. Well, she still gets card advantage because she killed 2 cards with 1, but at least she spent her Cone of Cold. I mean, that could have been used for other crazier, scarier things. Okay. We'll kill this and just play a Darkscale Healer. The heal is not entirely wasted there. I mean, I healed myself for the full 2, but I just don't get to heal anything else. Status check, 5 cards to soon to be 5. These are not... well, this is good. This is questionable at this time. I mean, I can pop this thing back to heal it and then to replay it, but I don't really want to do that. And then this, without an execute, this is sort of unimpressive. Well, I guess we're going to do it. I'm going to slam it and draw a card. Slam it and jam it. I'm not going to play Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I want to, though. I want to play Flesh-Eating Ghoul and kill this thing, but the problem is then this thing will die to the hero ability. I could protect this Darkscale Healer by killing and then putting it back in my hand with the Panda, but then I have nothing better to do than armor up. The other option is I can actually play the Dread Corsair and ignore my opponent's creature. Try to use the Dread Corsair to trade into that. That seems awfully dumb. We're going to do this. That's way too risky against a mage. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. It's not great, but I think it was the best option I had. So I've got basically 2 really great cards in this deck. Gorehowl, which is a game changer, and Ragnaros, which is a game changer. Barring Polymorph, of course. So if I can hang in there until I draw those cards, I might be alright. But these are sort of, at this point, turn 7, these are not great. She's going to get another card ahead. Was she a card ahead before? What is it, 6 to 5, 6? Oh, I guess she wasn't. I killed a card for free. Ooh, does she have an answer to me just trading this? Arcane Missiles. She took a coin flip and she won because, of course, she always wins. My opponents always... I know I'll be the first to tell you about confirmation bias and all that stuff. But I swear, my opponents always win those coin flips. It's crazy. Anyway, I think I have to kill this ghoul, right? I mean, I could put this in the way and play like a frothing berserker behind it. But that seems silly. We'll heroic strike, kill the valuable creature, and I can only play one of these guys, so I'll just use the most mana. Papa Boris says, if you've got reasonable alternatives, all else being equal, use your mana. So next turn for 8, I can like play 2 of these and then armor up or something. I mean, they both died a flame strike. Oh boy. Ooh, my opponent makes her first error. She pings me instead of my creature. Always ping your opponent's creatures. This signals that she probably has a Vaporize. Why would she not ping this unless she were gambiting that it was going to be Vaporize? Well, as the old saying goes, always check for Mirror Entity before you check for Vaporize. So what would I like to have? I'd like her to get this, actually. Because this hits for 2 to start with. This hits for 3. So I want to do this first. Check for Mirror Entity. Ah, it is Mirror Entity. So, yeah, that was just a mistake. If that was not Vaporize, she should have pinged my creature. Anyway, we'll do this. Oh, should I have played the Frothing Berserker? Damn, maybe I should have played the Frothing Berserker. Well, we'll do this now. And we'll pass the turn. So everything dies to Flame Strike. In that case, it'll be 4 cards to 3 when we restart the top deck war. It's a bit sad. Could a mage once in my life not have the Flame Strike? Ah, oh, Jesus. Well, that's that. Still, the more time that passes, the more time I have for stuff like this. Please, God, if you have an ooze, I will flip you. Normally, I would say that I'd flip a bitch, but I'd flip you. If she does not have an ooze, this could just catch me up a lot. Because Flame Strike does not help against Gorehowl. This is still big enough to kill a water elemental. It's no longer big enough to kill like a Gorobashi Berserker or an Ogre. She's frostbolting my creature, which is smart. Don't frost. Some people would frostbolt the face to stop the attack. Ah, oh, Fiery War Axe. This is the second time that's actually happened, where I have a Fiery War Axe behind a Gorehowl. That's obviously not how you want to do things. I mean, the Fiery War Axe would have been awesome, because I could have just killed the Mana Wraith with the Fiery War Axe, hit her in the face, pop the Gorehowl out. Anyway, this game is touch and go, but it's you know, it's a top deck war. 3 cards to 4. I'm drawing to my 4th. If this game goes long enough and I get Ragnaros, I'll be okay. The Mad Bomber is 100% whiff. Motherfucker. Oh my god. Alright. She's pinging me still. I still would have pinged this. I mean, yes, it's going to grow in attack value, but I don't know. Seems like you should ping your opponent's creatures as a general rule. This must be very frustrating for my opponent, but you know what? If she has a problem with this, she can go suck a dog because she's a mage, so I put up with her shit all the time. I can play my Gorehowl. Yeah, so it was Gorehowl versus Brawl. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that this game is a very good demonstration of the fact that Gorehowl is just better. I mean, can you construct a situation where Brawl is better? Sure. But I think just in a vacuum, if you had to choose one over the other, I would pick the Gorehowl every time. Well, she needs removal. Flame Strike would clear my board. It would be 2 cards to 2, but this card's dead for a while, unfortunately. Luckily, I think I've already used the other Fiery War Axe in this game, so at least it won't be dead for too much longer. She finally wises up and hits my creature. Notice she could have actually pinged it a couple turns ago. Then it would be about to die. Oh my god, this is another dead card. Okay, so it's a very important moment here. Do not play your Arathi Weaponsmith. It'll destroy your Gorehowl. And you could argue that maybe it's time to bust the Gorehowl up, but I don't think so. I think if she's reduced to pinging this with her hero ability, this will be good for another 7 damage. Ah, she drew a Frostbolt, motherfucker. Well, do you want to play a creature there? Abusive Sergeant. Okay, well, I'll Gorehowl that. Can I get a card I can play? Thank you, that's much better. I'll do this. In this deck, it makes no difference, but you should always practice armoring up after attacking. So we're getting to the point now where I might need to toss the Gorehowl at her face so that I can actually just play my creature out. It's risky because she could draw another Flame Strike and kill the creature, which would sort of make my gambit a failure. But this Gorehowl has been pretty good. I've like 3 for 1 already. It's about to be 4 for 1. She's still pinging me. I don't know this mage. I'm not saying it's like costing her the game or anything, but the fact that she's been pinging me is definitely setting her back. So at 3-1, it's now, you know, strictly worse than a Fiery War Axe. Except for the fact that it's not, okay, it's not strictly worse, because it could, in theory, like, strike 3 times. But it's worse than a Fiery War Axe most of the time now. And I might have to just throw it at her face so I can play my other creatures. Wow, I have to say, maybe I was, shall we say, unfairly whiny after that first loss against the mage, where the mage just crushed me, because the other 2 games against mages were, you know, pretty darn good. Whirlwind is useless here. This Gorahowl, I might have to put this into Papa Boris's greatest hits, just because of how ridiculous that Gorahowl is. I mean, Gorahowl is a good card, I think we all know that, but to actually kill 5 creatures with a Gorahowl, I think is pretty rare. My opponent has got to be very pissed. To be fair, though, these 2 cards have been sitting in my hand. This could have killed 2. This could have killed 2 potentially. Like, yeah. So I could have gotten 4 cards out of value out of this stuff. All right, now she randomly decides to kill my creature, and then wow, quite fittingly, the Gorahowl will do the killing blow. She said "well played" to me. That was a bit of a mistake. She should have done that. She should have just passed the turn. I might have missed it and killed her creature. I mean, the Gorahowl could have killed her creature. Then she would have had another turn to live. Anyway, that was a good game. Gorahowl, I mean, it's one of those things where I think when you draft, you might not realize how big of a difference it makes, which seems kind of silly. Like, obviously, you know, what cards I draft makes a difference. But, you know, you go through the draft, and you pick some cards, like, oh, I like this card, no, I like this card. And then you, like, play an arena, and maybe you lose, and you're like, oh, I lost because of, you know, bad luck. And, hey, maybe I've been guilty of this. You know, I say, oh, I lost because of bad luck, there's nothing I could do. But, you know, if you think back to this draft, right, there was that moment where I had the Epic. It was Gorahowl or Brawl. And I'm sure that the number of people in this world who would have been like, oh, I like Brawl better, and they would have just picked the Brawl, forgotten about it, and then maybe lost that last game because they had the Brawl instead of the Gorehowl, which killed like 5 creatures. So you really want to, you know, analyze your picks really carefully and try to remember them, because you might learn that you're making misplays. QXC is someone I'm pretty sure I've played against before, and I think he's good. Although, as I mentioned in my last video, I always think that if it's a name I'm recognized, I'm inclined to believe they're a good player. Okay, this is a not the greatest start, but at least I have a 1-drop, and it's good against shamans. It's good to kill totems with, barring, of course, the 1/1 totem. That would be sad. And the Fiery War Axe makes me regret throwing back the Pirate, but I think the Pirate is just a bad card to keep if you don't see a weapon in your opening hand. Mad Bomber. Well, knowing my luck, of course my creature will die, because of motherfucking course it does. But it could be worse. It could be worse. At least I have a Fiery War Axe here. So he gets some card advantage. Playing a creature, killing it. I get card advantage with the axe. It's even Stevens here. Got a pretty good drop next turn. And he used the coin for that, so it's a little victory. It would have been an even bigger victory if that last bomb had hit me, because then my Worgen could have started mopping up totems. I mean, that makes a huge difference. The odds were in his favor. He did have like a 19 out of 27 chance that the Mad Bomber would kill my guy. So I'm not going to whine about that the way that I whined about some things in the past. But it would have made a huge difference had he gotten unlucky there. Okay, let's see if he has removal from my Worgen. Because right now it's threatening to Enrage Wind Fury. And this thing was bad against a Worgen, but all of a sudden it was good with the Flame Tongue Totem. Okay, well that's fine. We'll play the Ghoul and kill this off. Now, if you're thinking, wait a minute, Boris, why didn't you play these two? You could have used up all your mana, played 2 creatures. That would have been a very reasonable play, I should note. Because it's not that wide open to Forked Lightning, because it says 3 health, but I wanted to get this Ghoul started. Well, now I regret everything. Granted, this wouldn't have been any better, but that sucks. Oh, I'm 1 turn away from being able to play Lord of the Arena. Fuck. That would have been perfect. Well, we'll do this. And we'll swing for 3. Not enough stuff died for this Flesh-Eating Ghoul to have killed the Yeti. Well, I mean, if the Yeti kills this and this lives, if there's no incoming Hex or anything, or a buff on this guy, I can kill it and live with 1 health and play the Lord. Feral Spirit. Ah, fuck. That sucks. Because now the Yeti plus a wolf will kill this thing. Shit. Well, ooh, I can do that again. Well, I'm definitely going to do this. Do I play the Panda to save this? I could like drop a whole bunch of creatures. Then lose if it's a lightning storm. Or I could play the Lord and try to protect. We'll go for the Lord. This is vulnerable to a Hex. That would be his whole turn though. The Hex still has taunt. I guess the Spirit Wolf could kill this, and then the Yeti still gets to have his day. But if he doesn't have a Hex right here or any kind of disruption, I can actually kill this with the Darkscale Healer, kill off his Yeti, live to tell about it, and then use the Panda to like pop Darkscale Healer back into my hand, and actually replay it at 7 mana. So this is a key turn. I think almost every game has like a key turn, and this is the key turn of this game. Does my opponent have something better than just 2-for-1ing his stuff into my Lord? Stormforged Axe, he kind of does, kind of doesn't. So he's taking a bit of damage to the face here. This Lord was good for a tick of the axe and 6 damage and the rest of that Yeti. So I guess it's pretty good. Ooh, Weaponsmith? Let's see, I'll definitely kill this. And I am gonna Panda it back. My Panda dies now, unfortunately. But, oh no, it doesn't matter, I have this ooze here. What am I talking about? I have an ooze! Oh, I forgot I have the ooze. Well, this can wait then. Let's use that ooze, and let's give my stuff taunt. So this is scary for sure because a lightning storm would wreck my life. Okay, this is key turn number 2. A forked lightning or a lightning storm would be amazing for my opponent. Lightning storm is a rare, forked lightning is a common. Forked lightning, because of spell damage, would kill 2 of my creatures for 1 mana. Very, very key turn. Oh, that looks like a spell. Oh no, it's a Harvest Golem. Okay, it's fine. Don't care about that. I mean, it's sure, it's a good card. Oh god, I don't think he has the forked lightning. It's got the totem collection out the wazoo, but no forked lightning. Whew. Okay, well. You know what, let's just kill his totems. We'll leave this golem alive. I can actually go for the face. I mean, ignoring the totems has its own kind of danger. But if I go for the face, I am hitting for 8. He's down to 11. I mean, that's pretty down low. Okay, I'm going to do my favorite thing in the world, which is hedge my bets. I'm going to do this. Spell damage is the most dangerous one. And I'll kill this, because I'm going to play the Darkscale Healer. I'll hit him for, well, if I'm doing that, you know what, that's just dumb. Yeah, we'll just clear out his totems. We'll play a Darkscale Healer. Leper Gnome. I feel pretty good about that Leper Gnome. He didn't have a Lightning Storm last time. He clearly would have played Lightning Storm with a spell damage totem and 3-for-1 me. So I don't think he has it, and this is a lot of power. The Golem can only do so much. Fire Elemental is good, but it's actually probably not enough, I don't think. He's getting hit really hard. He's getting hit for 9, down to 10. And, yeah. I think I'm in pretty good shape. Well, oh, I don't care about this too much. Okay, let's see what I get before I can make any commitments. Frothing Berserker. Wow, okay. Let's just keep on going. Alright, so do I just go all the way with the face, or do I take some time to, like, you know, trade creatures? Let's hedge my bets. Well, no. Hang on a minute. I don't want to use my Panda because I don't want this Frothing Berserker just to die. So the way I will hedge my bets is thusly. I will hit that thing. I will hit this thing. And I'm going to hit him for 5. Armor up. So now this Fire Elemental has to attack into a taunt. Even if he has disruption for this, I mean, this thing grew enough that it'll kill the Fire Elemental, and he's at 14 health with a Leper Gnome and an axe in my hand. Granted, a Lightning... Oh, he just top decked this. A Lightning Storm now. Ah, I see. That's a pretty good card. But he seems not to have removal for this, so... Or does he? What's this last card? Oh, that's excellent. Okay. Well, I think this is actually great. Yeah, this is fantastic. Oh my god. This is gonna be ridiculous, people. Alright, so we do this. We do this. I don't know if my opponent, like, didn't plan that out very well, or if that was just the best that he could do, but as you can see, it didn't really work out for him, because I kill everything, and I have a 16 damage Frothing Berserker. I don't think he planned that out right. I mean, I was probably going to win anyway. He needed to have a Lightning Storm, basically. I kind of punched him in the Achilles dick of Shamans right there. What's a good phrase? Everybody says Achilles heel. I think I just coined a great new phrase there. Yeah, so I punched him in the Shaman's Achilles dick, which is a lack of mass removal. Shamans just really aren't too good at mass removal. Their only option is the Lightning Storm. Fork Lightning is random and, you know, only 2 creatures. And Lightning Storm is a rare, so barring... Why do I say the word barring a lot? If he does not get lucky and see that one particular rare card in his draft, then as a Shaman, he's hard-pressed to clear a board like that. He didn't have it, so I won. So I'm catching breaks in this arena. I'm finally catching some breaks. Oh, we're up against another mage. I've played against this person before. I think they beat me. I think he beat me. I can't remember for sure. I believe this was a loss. Okay, again, I'm not going to keep this pirate if I don't have a weapon. This is not a good card. Maybe that's just the moral of the story. It's just not a good card. I don't know. I should maybe stop playing with that card. This is a good draw, though. That's why I like having, you know, a 1-drop or 2 in my deck. You will see them eventually. And this is, by the way, if you're wondering what makes the Worgen Infiltrator so good, if you've been wondering what is all the fuss, it's the fact that you can actually play it against a mage, and now, you know, if there's a 2-drop of some sort, I can trade my 1-drop for a 2-drop, and it's like I got a free extra removal spell, which is cool. Arcane Missiles is a very good answer. Oh my god! Oh wow, that was awesome. Well, I've always complained about the fact that I always lose those Arcane Missile coin flips where they, like, all 3 missiles hit my 3 toughness creature. But, yeah, I definitely got lucky here. What I'm going to do is get 2 damage in and play the Panda. You might think it's like a bit of a crazy move, but I stand by it. I think that I replace a 2-1 with a 3-2. This only costs 1 mana. And the alternative was just to leave this on the board and do nothing. So I got 2 extra damage in, you know, upgraded my creature. What else was I going to do? Armor up? I don't think that was the right play. So I'll see what she has for me here. I hope it's something that I can actually kill with the Bluegill Warrior. Nope, it's a Frostbolt. I cannot kill Frostbolt with the Bluegill Warrior, sadly. Alright, so... Alright, here's my plan. I'm going to replay this guy, and I'm going to play the Fiery War Axe. I'm saving my coin. I think the coin will be more... Oh my god. I could have coined this guy out. I'm sorry, folks. I messed up. I forgot this guy costs only 1 mana after Fiery War Axe. I should have coined him out and played him. My mistake. I apologize. That was a misplay. I was saving the coin to play this a turn early, but I clearly should have just played this because that's really good.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Okay, change of plans. I think what I want to do... Well, man, I have a bevy of options here, don't I? This thing is dead in so many different ways. One, this can kill it, this can kill it, this can kill it. I could just stick to the plan and just coin out a Darkscale Healer anyway and just have a Showwind Yeti. I kind of want to put more stuff out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do... Well, hang on. Here's the problem. If I play this and Leper Gnome, she could Cone of Cold, freeze everything, and... I don't want to... I'm sick of running into Cones of Cold. I just think that's not good. We'll do this. And... Here's what I'll do. I'll use the Bluegill Warrior to kill the Sorcerer Apprentice. And I'm actually going to attack with this thing. I'm not going to play the Leper Gnome. I'm not going to run headlong into Cone of Cold. But here's the plan with this move. Should I just run into Cone of Cold? Should I just say, fuck it? I just run into a Cone of Cold? It's just 1 card. Yeah, this thing's not getting any better. Let's just play it. Anyway, my plan there was I'm hanging on to my coin, so I can now coin out a Lord of the Arena early. And she might not want to use hero ability to kill stuff, because at 5 mana, when she's behind on the board, she might want to play stuff. Ah, I see. Well, I regret everything now. This is just awful. So there's no use using the Fiery War Axe on this. I might as well just run my shit into her shit. Luckily for me, I have this Darkscale Healer, so it's a good thing I drafted this kind of aggressively. I get to heal this up and preserve it from Fire Blast. Okay, what I'm going to do is hit her in the face. There's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this. One is she's actually a bit low on health. If she miraculously has no disruption, this is 7 damage, which is kind of serious. She's below 10 at that point, and I've got a Fiery War Axe behind it, so I might try to burn her out. This looks like a spell. I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look of this one bit, Mage. It might be like a blizzard. She's wondering, is it really worth it against 2 creatures just to freeze them and spend my whole turn? Yeah, it really is. Nope, she's going to play a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Odd. Oh, she's going to buff the Flesh-Eating Ghoul so that my War Axe can't kill it. Touche, touche. Okay, well, I think here I could kill this Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Or I could just really go balls out and, what is this, 10 damage? Probably I don't have enough damage to kill. I think I need to kill her stuff, seriously. We'll do this. Always kill flesh-eating ghouls first. We'll do this. We'll do that. Now, I can either do this and coin out the War Axe, or I can just play this. Well, I might as well play this guy, and the reason is not so much that I care about the coin, but the fact that he has 5 health. So a Flame Strike will kill these two, but it'll leave this alive, which is very, very important. So I'm Flame Strike proofing myself. She can't afford to get hit by this guy, I don't think. Okay, no Flame Strike. Is there a Cone of Cold here? I'm actually super happy to see Fireball. This is a case where single target removal is not really good enough. Okay, I'm just gonna go balls out. Let's do this, this. Swing, swing, and swing. So, do I play this with the coin? If she Flame Strikes, it's her whole turn. Unless she has like a mirror image. Okay, in fairness, if she has a mirror image and I play this, I might lose the game because she Flame Strikes, everything dies, plays mirror image, my Fiery War Axe can't deliver the killing blow. As it is, I'm already Yeah, you know what? We're gonna armor up and not play the Booty Bay with the coin. I think, I mean, that might seem awfully like cautious playing against mirror image, but that seems like her best out is Flame Strike mirror image. So I don't really have much of a reason to play into it, so I might as well play around it. I could regret it if she plays like a Sunwalker. Yeah, if she plays a Sunwalker, I will really regret that I didn't play this last turn, because I can't... Sunwalker, hero ability to kill this thing. These two are not enough to kill the Sunwalker. I'm a damage short. Yeah, that's... Yeah, you know what, I misplayed. I played around 2 commons, which is awfully unlikely out of 3. It's probably more likely that your opponent will have 1 rare than the two particular commons. So yeah, I just psyched myself out. That's kind of the danger of playing this game a little too much. I won't say that I'm too good at this game or anything, because, you know, I obviously haven't been that good in the recent videos, just kind of getting to 6 wins and losing all the time. But, I kind of psyched myself out just by analyzing too many options. I should have just played this and called it a day. Well, I imagine if she had a Sunwalker, she would have windmill slammed it, so maybe I get lucky here and don't pay for my mistake, and she does not have that out. Catching an awful lot of breaks in this arena. But I'm due, whatever, it's fine. Did she like, hack the game? Is there some kind of, like, bug where the timer's not counting right now? Because it's been her turn for a long time. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I was going to say, if I lost this game, I would have been hella pissed. You know, it's too bad I didn't draft a Spellbreaker here. Because the Spellbreaker's attack voice act is a Die Mage. And I would like to call this arena Die Mage, because this is actually the 3rd mage that I've killed. I'm so impressed. This is going into Papa Boris's greatest hits. I don't put all of my winning runs into Papa Boris's greatest hits, by the way. But this one's definitely going in there. I think anything where you kill 3 mages is going to be in the greatest hits. So what do I call this? Do I call this like RIP Mage? That's hella creative. Do I call it Die Mage, even though I didn't have a Spellbreaker? Sure, we'll do that, even though I didn't have a Spellbreaker, so the pun is not exquisite. Using, I think, a phrase from the game is probably the best. Yeah, we'll call this Die Mage with an exclamation mark. That was not a reason to give me another mage! Ah, fuck! Well, my trend of seeing nothing but pirates without weapons continues. I can't keep Gorehowl in the Dread Courser. That's obviously silly. Do I keep the Inner Rage? It hits for 7. Whatever. We're at 7 wins. Who gives a shit? Let's go for it. We'll try to play this guy on... Oh, that's different now. I might try to hold out for the Raging Worgen, because Inner Rage and Raging Worgen is really severe. It's 12 damage. Uh-oh, Mana Worm is a bit scary. Okay. I don't think I can wait. I'm just gonna do this. I need to take care of business here.
I can wait and fish all
Wow, that's nifty. Well, I don't really mind this because, again, at the moment it's in a broken state, and that card only has a 25% chance. I actually could kill Nat Pagel here, but I don't mind. Even if this were a 50% draw, I probably would rather, you know, kill her card than, like, kill her actual creature. I don't want to play this and just have it die. We'll armor up. Okay, so let's see if she has removal. Arcane Missile or a Frostbolt or something would do the job nicely for her. Otherwise, Natpegel is gonna die. Ah, she's got a Wolf Rider. This Wolf Rider is a very good card, by the way. If you've been dismissing it, Wolf Rider is very solid. So this whiffs again. Again, it's not that my opponent's unlucky. It's just that... do I just let her have another turn, or do I play the Bluegill Warrior plus the Booster Sergeant and kill it? Yeah, we'll do this. I mean, it's card disadvantage, but it is a little bit of card advantage, because 25% chance, even in its bugged state, is still better than 0. So I kill a card, I stop her from potentially drawing other cards, and, you know, seems like a good move. I got both of my endgame ball busters here. My opponent is very slow, which concerns me, actually, because it implies that she probably has a lot of spells. Like, if you're holding on to Cone of Cold, Fireball, and Polymorph, you're going to do nothing with the remainder of your mana. Harvest Golem, okay. Well, I can kill it, but I can't finish it off. So, yeah, I guess we'll just play the Booty Bay. I could play the Worgen, try to turn on Wind Fury or whatever, but I don't even care. We'll just play creatures here, and yeah, I'll have plenty of health when Gorehowl drops. So as long as my opponent does not have an Ooze, I should be okay. This is a very good card under the circumstances. I don't have an easy way to answer it either, unfortunately. That's a smart move, so now the Divine Shield will pop and kill that. Or not. She could even just kill it with straight up hero ability here. Okay. I'm going to take a bit of a risk. Just going to go ahead and ignore her. And this is not really overextending. It's overextending a little bit. But this deals 2 damage, and it was never going to be any better. And then this thing is behind the taunts, so he should be safe from that. So a Flame Strike is still the best card she could have, certainly. But I feel like that was a risk worth taking compared to just keeping cards in my hand. All right, no Flame Strike. That's a nice change of pace. Cone of Cold, though, is a bit of a bitch. Oh, Frostbolt. Interesting. I'm really happy to see that Frostbolt, because it means that my Leper Gnome got to live. Or maybe not. Well, the cool thing is that this is actually not a spell, so, she can't counter it. And it's not Noble Sacrifice. Is this Vaporize? It's not Vaporize. Well, I haven't played a... Oh my god! I can't play Ragnaros. I can't. Until I know that that's not Mirror Entity. I cannot play that.
Squire, attend me.
Oh my god. Please give me a creature. Okay, I have to do this. I can't play Ragnaros into a secret. Okay, it was Mirror Entity. Okay. So I could slam this and draw a card. I think actually that's better than going for the immediate kill. I want stuff here to play. There was one turn where a Flame Strike would have been extremely good and she didn't have it. So I'm going to gamble she still doesn't. This is a very important turn. If she can clear my board. She can't quite clear my board with what she has. She can kill one of my creatures. Like, she can kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, but not the other thing. She needs some help to kill both, which the Mage is very likely to have. But if I can drop a Ragnaros... Alright, now all my stuff is dead. But if I can drop Ragnaros onto a relatively empty board, I'll feel pretty good about it. So what does she have for 5 mana is the question. If it's nothing, that would be kind of amazing. She's thinking about it. It might be just something that dies to Gorehowl, so she doesn't want to lose it, perhaps? Just a Fairy Dragon. Okay, no problem. Well, we will kill this. Play my Legendary. I'm not sure where I want this thing to hit. I don't know, whatever. Both ways have merits. If it hits her, she'll be at 5 health, and I'll be threatening the kill with the Worgen and the Gorehowl. Yeah, I guess it would have been better for it to hit her. Now a Polymorph just sort of ends all my fun, and she's got way too much health for me to burn her out. So I'm in a losing the top deck war if she has Polymorph. Okay, she's not Windmill slamming a Polymorph, so I guess that means she doesn't have it. Ragnaros and Gorehowl, I got both of my game winners. I guess I can't give myself too much credit for winning this arena because I did rely on a legendary and an epic, which is highly unlikely. This is a bit scary because I can't actually kill this, unfortunately. Unless I trade in my Worgen as well. Well, let's see what I get before I make any commitments. Dark Scale Healer. Ooh, that is really good. Yoink. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna do this. I don't want the thing alive because if I let it live, then and it hit me, it would stop me from like attacking. Now I guarantee 8 damage on her face. I'm threatening the kill with the Dark Scale Healer plus Core Howl. She has to have removal for both my things. Flame Strike, what's interesting is Flame Strike would still keep her in the game because, actually Blizzard does as well, because it would let her clear everything out. Okay, so she kills Ragnaros. This is 2 damage shy of killing me. This thing's frozen. I have no silence. Fiery War Axe. Do I go for it? I'll go for it. Sure. You're always hoping against a mage. If it's not one thing, it's another. So I've got the kill being threatened by my creature and by my weapon. She could play a taunt in the way, like a Sunwalker, again, would do the job nicely. I have no silence in here. If she plays a Sunwalker, she could very well win the game, actually. I'd have a hard time coming back. Blizzard number 2. Well, this mage played 2 Blizzards against me. And I beat her. Wow. How many mages did I kill? Is that the 4th mage that I killed? I think I've played so many, I'm starting to lose count. I think I've killed 4 mages. Getting up to 8 wins here. Now, here's what's really interesting. I'm at the point now where I lose gold. I'm not infinite anymore. I used to be, but I'm not. So it's actually very tempting to retire and get the 40 extra average gold. No, did you think I was being serious? I'd never do that to you guys. I always go for 9 wins. Gotta try to up my stats. Gotta try to go for the glory. Go for the gold. Go for it. Connect 4, motherfucker. Wow. I haven't been in this good of a mood since I got a 9-0. I'm not gonna if you're watching my videos in reverse order, I'm not gonna tell you which one was the 9-0, but I had a 9-0 a little while back. And actually, I don't think I've gotten up to 7 wins since then. I haven't been in this good of a mood since then. Now, this is obviously not a 9-0, but it's really, really good. It's a really good run. Around the Weaponsmith is one of the few 4-drops that I will just stone cold keep in my opening hand. There is a chance that by the time turn 4 rolls around, it won't be very good. However, it can also just like, even if you play nothing for the first 3 turns, this will just sometimes catch you right back up. It's kind of crazy. Innervate. Oh no! It's another one of these things. Novox the Druid, sir. I dare say you haven't been watching enough Papa Boris. Anyone worth their weight knows that you do not, who watches Papa Boris, knows that you do not innervate 3-mana creatures. You innervate 4-mana creatures, my good sir. Innervate 4-mana creatures, not 3-mana creatures. Okay, we're gonna play this. I could play the Bluegill Warrior to just kill this, but I hate the fact that this drew a card and this would just die, so that would be card advantage for my opponent. So I wanna get greedy here. I wanna try to just kill this thing straight, dog. And actually, it's a bit of a fake out. I'm not really planning to kill this creature with this. I was actually planning to kill it with the weapon. Well, it looks like now I'm gonna have to use the weapon anyway. Slam is also an option, but notice how good this was. So there's some stuff here with the Innervate and the Mark of the Wild and then drawing a card, but at the end of the day, he's got 6 cards to my 6, soon to be 7. And I'm the first player, so the fact that I'm ahead of cards shows that I've actually won this opening. Okay, Wrath does not catch him up card-wise, so I'd say that I still have won this opening. Ooh, Mana Addict. That is actually really perfect. I can slam it and then draw a card. Now I could save the slam because what I can do now is Crazed Alchemist to switch and then kill. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold on to the slam. So I have to play this first, so it costs less. Then I'm going to switcheroo and kill with the axe. What did I say, guys? What did I say in Papa Boris's Book of Proverbs? Crazed Alchemist always finds a use. Man, I'm so glad I wrote that one down while it was fresh in my mind in the last arena. God, it's such a good one. Crazed Alchemist always finds a use. Savage Roar. That is like the least inefficient way ever to kill a Dread Corsair, but it is a way, and I guess that's fine. So 4 cards to 5, I'm still ahead. When you're ahead a card as the first player, it means you're like really, really ahead. We'll just drop this. Seems good. So if he has a Starfire, that'd probably be the best card for him. It would take his whole turn killing this thing off, but it would also give him some card advantage. And notice how my cards left over are terrible. He has it. Ah, well. That sucks. Normally I'd be happy with that because he spent his whole turn, but I have no good follow-up play. Flesh-eating Ghoul, I guess you'll have to do. Do I play this out? I just run right into a swipe if I play both of these. I think there was a moment earlier where a swipe would have been good and he didn't play it, so I'll just assume he doesn't have it. We'll see. We'll see. A swipe will kill my Ghoul and these things, then he'd be winning the game, I'd say. In any case, that was a conscious decision on my part. That was... Oh, it's a Starfall. Okay. Well... yeah, that was bad. So I'm now suddenly 3 cards behind after being ahead all game, and I draw a Worgen Infiltrator. Sure glad I kept this slam. Man, after killing 4 mages, I'm going to lose to a druid. I was ahead for most of the game, but I consciously chose to play right into removal, a swipe. But I forgot that he could also just Starfall. Oh, Ironbark the Protector! Yay! You know, a Gorehowl would still save me, or a Ragnaros, which is really funny. Let's draw a card here, shall we? I could get a Gorehowl and kill this thing. Ooh, Fiery War Axe. Sorry, you're not quite as good, I'm afraid. Okay, this... Plus this is 6, so there's no reason to throw that guy away. We'll just hang tight. He's got 6 cards. Oh, man. So I probably played a little bit reckless here. I should have just kept my Bluegill Warrior and my Leper Gnome in my hand. I still would have been in a bit of trouble, but would have been in less trouble. Oh, no, that's not good. I have to hit this and use my Worgen, and then I'm top deck mode versus 5 cards. I could probably just concede right now, to be perfectly honest. But, I mean, Ragnaros might still pull it around for me. You never know.
First kill.
Nope. I kill 4 mages and I lose to a druid. After being ahead is the funny part, like so far ahead. But again, I would say that it's not maybe. I mean, my play was a bit suspect there, playing up the warrior and the leper gnome. But honestly, against that Ironbark, what would the Bluegill warrior and the leper gnome have really done? Like it's not like. I was really. Oh wow, he's actually ignoring me now. That's a fair move. What am I supposed to do here? I got nothing.
Get in there and fight, maggot. Who you want me killed?
It is not theoretically impossible that I'll draw Ragnaros and win the game single-handedly because of it. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. So yeah, the key moment in this game was when I played Lord of the Arena. It was like my last good card. Everything else in my hand was pure trash. And he had a Starfire. I really needed him not to have it, and he had it. So yeah, it was good. It was a good game. It was well played. Whatever. So we might end up getting the extra gold anyway, but at least then we'll do it like an honest man, and we'll also have played 2 extra games for the viewers. I would like to get to 9 wins. My 9-win percentage used to be 33%. It has dropped to 30. My 7 or greater win percentage used to be up close to 60 a while back in the day, like a month ago. It has now dropped down to like 48%, just because I pretty much have been, steadily using up my bank of past success, losing games and getting like 26 run arenas. My 6 winner or greater is like 68%. Ah, how motherfucking fitting. This is like the 6th mage of this arena for the final game. Okay, whatever. What fucking ever, man. I'm not even going to keep this. I mean, really, I'm not even going to keep it. Or this. It could be removal, I guess, against like a Sorcerer's Apprentice. Fine, we'll keep that. Problem is a Mana Worm would just make me look stupid. Can I please stop drawing Inner Rage? I've only got one of these. I draw it every damn game. I need to Fiery War Axe! Fiery War Axe! Hey, okay. Thanks, game. Nope. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright. Good deal. I'll try to even remember this time that this guy only costs 1 mana after you play Fiery War Axe, so I can play Fiery War Axe, Coin, Pirate. That would be a real coup de grace. Is Fiery War Axe, kill thing, play a Pirate. I mean, that's really good. I'm a bit embarrassed by how many times this arena I just stone cold forgot that this guy only costs 1 mana. That is one of the strongest turn 2s that a warrior can have. I honestly think that, Fiery War Axe, Coin, Pirate is like the warrior equivalent of Coin Defias for rogues. I mean, there's all sorts of things, that, like a Frostbolt, that will just deal with this. Ooze is also not that exciting, unfortunately. But at least I got one tick of the axe. Anyway, we'll just do this. That's a good thing I kept that bluegill. Swing for 3. She still could have a Frostbolt. It was just more important to play the ooze there. So, good on her. No Frostbolt here. Alright, fair enough. Smart play. Pinging this in advance stops me from killing the Crocolisk and pandaing this back. Inner Rage is useless. Well, let's just go ahead and go for it here. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Raging Worgen. It doesn't use up all my mana, but, you know, potentially then I can swing for 12 damage next turn, because why the fuck not? Haha. You suck! You suck! You suck! Alright, what do I do here? Inner Rage. No. I could play 2 creatures or 1 creature. That's my option. 2 creatures or 1 creature. These both trade against the Worgen, so I could play the 2 of them, or I could just play this one thing. Let's play 2. I feel a bit safer doing this. Obviously, mages don't have any weapons, so this is fine. Giving her Worgen no targets, and making it so that her single target removal isn't effective. Ah, she had the Frostbolt. Damn it! She had Frostbolt for my pirate, didn't... No, she used the Crocolisk to kill my pirate, and her overpowered hero ability. Well, I'm doing fine card-wise, it's just that's almost meaningless against a mage, because mage's cards are so fucking good.
Squire, attend.
That is a very good card here.
Ready, sir.
And she's actually going to go for the throat, which is an interesting choice. Well, can't blame her. Okay. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of 2-for-1ing action, I think. I'm going to play this. We'll do that. Oh man, that's stupid though, because if I use Inner Rage and the Ooze to kill this thing, this plus Hero Blade will just kill my Flesh-Eating Ghouls. That's dumb. Balls. Alright, we'll just do this. And we'll play this Berserker.
It's time for a little blood.
Yeah, we'll do that. So, obviously Flame Strike just kills everything and wins the game. Fine. But if she doesn't have Flame Strike or any other spells, because maybe she's out, she has to choose between killing my Berserker but letting the Flesh-Eating Ghoul hit her for a lot, or killing the Flesh-Eating Ghoul before it gets too hot. Okay, smart choice. And what is next? A tiger. Tiger uppercut. It's not actually an uppercut. Direwolf Alpha. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Whatever, we'll just do this. Play the Direwolf. Swing for 8, Boosh, and then I'm gonna heal this up. This was intentional. I want to put this back up to 3 so that the Worgen can't just randomly kill it. So now, the smart play, of course, is to use this very good Worgen to kill the wolf that then lets the tiger kill whichever of these other creatures that she wants. But maybe I'll draw Ragnaros and win the game, who knows. Not gonna give up yet. Oh, well, more single target removal when you're already ahead on cards? Sure thing, sure, no problem. No problem! None whatso motherfucking ever. Oh, interesting. Why did she do that? I guess that leaves the tiger with more health. Maybe that was the right play and I misjudged it. Oh, wow, that was Abusive Sergeant of the Century right here. So, we're in a top deck war where she has 3 cards to my 0. That's definitely a problem, and her health is too high for me to burn out, because I failed to do any damage. So, we're 3 cards versus 0. I'll have to draw Ragnaros or Gorehowl. One of the two, and they're going to have to go the distance. Otherwise, we're going to have an 8-win run, so I don't get to go to 9 wins. Boo, but, you know, considering the things that have been happening in in my recent history, I am not going to really complain too much. Okay, I need Ragnaros or Gorehowl right now. Okay, I got the Gorehowl. So this will die. She already used an Ooze to kill a Fiery War Axe earlier. The real problem is that there's 2 dead cards in here. There's the second Fiery War Axe and there's the Arathi Weaponsmith, so those are dead cards when I'm holding this. I can't afford to draw dead cards when she's 3 cards ahead of me. Well, 2 cards. This thing will still kill most... Ah, now she's back up to being 3 cards ahead. Boo! 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 Oh, you know what else is a dead card? Heroic Strike. Ugh, there's a lot of dead cards in here. Now, you might say, oh, the odds of drawing those are small, Boris, but the odds of drawing this were small, you know? I mean, it's just one of those things where the odds are small, but it'll happen eventually. Okay, I luck out. I do not draw a dead card. In my deck, since I don't have any Mortal Strikes or Molten Giants, it doesn't matter about armoring up before or after attacking. However, I'm going to do it anyway for good practice. Okay, we're 2 cards to 4. Ragnaros would be very good. If I draw Ragnaros, I would have a very good chance of winning, I would say. Because I could Gorehowl most things she could play, and then Ragnaros would be hitting her for 8. But a Heroic Strike, Arathi Weaponsmith, and Fiery War Axe are all dead. Okay, that's dying to Fiery... Oh, I see. Okay. Well, fair enough. She's pinging me, which is intelligent. I mean, if I'm keep Gorehowling stuff, it's sort of the issue is I'll eventually, like, die. Leper Gnome is playable. Okay, I'll play it. Let's Gorehowl that thing. I'm going to take a very big risk here. This thing survived last turn. She had 2 mana left over. I'm guessing there's no Frostbolt. I'm going to sneak some extra damage in here. I think it's really important to sneak that damage in because... I mean, I might be able to burn her out. That might be my best chance of winning. I still have a Heroic Strike. It's 4 damage. Ragnaros could be 8 damage. Uh-oh, Mountain Giant is rather scary. Oh, God, I don't have any answers to this. I have no answers other than, like, execute. Alright, do I throw away the Gorehowl here? Here's the thing. If I draw, like, a Fiery War Axe, I can then throw the Gorehowl away, but then I'm a turn behind. And a turn makes all the difference right now. So I'm actually going to throw this away. I'm going to throw it away. I'm playing to my outs. My outs are I draw my other weapons and I burn her out before she can kill me with this giant. Those are my outs, so that's what I'm playing for. Uh-oh, she has removal. She has polymorph. Shit. Uh-oh. How many hits of this can I survive? Not many. Uh-oh. This is 12 damage. She wins next turn. I don't have a single... Oh, I have Ragnaros. Ragnaros is the only card that I have that could have actually given me an out this turn because it could have hit her. This is not a winning situation. All she has to do is ping my sheep and attack with her creatures and she wins. She could get Razzle Bedazzled, though, in which case I would have one more chance to draw Ragnaros. She sees it. Does she have, like, a removal spell to finish me off? She missed the kill. I get one more chance. Unless she can kill me. It's a slim one. But if I play Ragnaros, and I win 1 in 3 odds of hitting her, I will actually win the game. So it's important to slam the right card here. I have to slam this so I draw a card. Oh my god, this is really hilarious. Okay, well, we play Ragnaros. Uh-oh, I'm a little bit concerned. This could be like Ice Armor or Vaporize, I guess. We'll see what happens. Ah, yeah, well played.
Well played.
I had a 1 in 3 chance of killing. I don't need to be sorry, but notice what's interesting is if it had hit her, that would have been the most epic video on this channel, I'm pretty sure, because she could have killed me. She didn't. It gave me an extra out. That extra out was Slam. The extra card off of that was Ragnaros, and then that killed her, and then I would have won the game. As it is, I get 8 wins. I'm pretty happy with that. It's honestly, I mean, gold really is a lot now. When you're not infinite, when you're not an infinite player, gold is, you know, very important. I, of course, want to advance my card collection, but can't do that without gold. Actually, this is a sucky payout. 210. It's pretty bad for 8. I think that might literally be the lowest I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen it go lower than 210. It's a bit sad, but whatever. It's better than what I usually get, so I'll take it. Epic. I don't think I have 2 of those yet. I might not have that Violet Teacher either. No, I don't want a new deck. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Yep, that Violet Teacher was new, and the Shadow Form was new. Let's take a quick look at it to see if I have any gold ones. No, that was just my second one, and then the Violet Teacher is new as well. I have a regular one and a gold one. So no disenchanting just yet. This interface. Any other new cards? Something over here. Whirlwind. Golden Whirlwind. Goody, goody, goody. Alright, let's take a sneak peek at our next arena. thank you very much for watching this run. I'm glad that you were here with me to finally see me succeed. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And I will look forward to seeing you next time with Mage, Rogue, or Priest. Probably time for another Priest. I'm still kind of just avoid Mage on principle. I'll see you then.